since just the name of this film was released, people are going nuts over it. Especially when the San Diego Comic-Con trailer came out. And now the third trailer for Thor Ragnarok has been released! So my name is Brittany, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on the third trailer for Thor Ragnarok. I have to say before I begin that I've been really impressed with Marvel's colour scheme recently. I think it started with Guardians, but I can see the pops of colour seeping into Black Panther and now Thor Ragnarok. Now that doesn't mean I'm moving from the DC boat anytime soon. I did watch the San Diego Comic-Con trailer and I loved it. I loved the colours and I loved the amazing reveal at the end of just how powerful Thor can be. An epic battle between the god of death and the god of thunder. Now that is gonna be amazing. With that said, let's jump into it. Let's watch this thing.
Thor, I sense a great change in your future. Destiny has dire plans for you, my friend.
I have dire plans for Destiny.
Ooh.
Hela, the goddess of death, has invaded Asgard.
I thought you'd be glad to see me. Asgard is dead.
I love this movie.
It'll be reborn in my image.
You need to stop her here and now.
To prevent Ragnarok, the end of everything.
How does she make the horns work?
So putting together a team.
Like the old days.
Yes.
Surprise!
I'm excited for her character. Valkyrie, that was right, yeah. Ghostbusters!
He's a fighter.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to the Japanese one.
I'm not a queen or a monster. I'm the goddess of death. What were you the god of again?
A battle royale.
Saying you and I, just a couple of hot-headed fools.
The Hulk like raging fire. Thor like smoldering fire.
I feel like that was improv. Just the way that Chris Hemsworth reacts there. So the way I see it is that this trailer really just introduces Doctor Strange as another element in this film. I'm not sure how, well, I guess no one would know how big a role he's going to play, but it probably links over to the back of the film Doctor Strange, which was an interesting film. Can't say the plot really dragged me in, but the visuals were incredible in that. Speaking of visuals, how amazing are the pops of colours in that trailer? It makes sense as well, because you have the Rainbow Road, and that just, I feel, inspired the whole 80s fluorescent colours. I love the look of the new character Valkyrie and how she's in like this white knight look. In Norse mythology, I believe a Valkyrie is a part of a team of women who actually choose who live or die on the battlefield. So the fact that she's in this and she's playing off the goddess of death, that makes a really interesting element. I'm not sure what her character is in the comics, but to have a being that chooses who lives and dies on the battlefield and the goddess of death, I'd feel the Valkyrie would either be the goddess of death's minion or perhaps an enemy to the goddess of death. Certainly looks like more along the lines of enemy, considering that she's fighting alongside Thor and the Hulk and Loki. So Hulk does look the most interesting that I've ever really seen him. I'm not really a big fan of the Hulk, even though I've been told, and I've debated this with my cousin, that he is the most powerful being in the Marvel universe. By the way, I kind of think Squirrel Girl is stronger. I just haven't warmed to him because to me he's just a ball of rage, and I think there's so many more layers to that we can see. They tried to reveal that with the relationship with Black Widow, but I really could not care about that relationship. I knew there needed to be one, but that was not necessary. I did not like that. Please debate me on this fact though. I want to know why people liked it. I want to understand the other side of things, because I just felt like it was just off. It was just out of the blue and out of nowhere. But Thor has a new haircut. I dig it. I digged it when it was long and luscious. At the same time, it's Chris Hemsworth. I don't know how anyone could not love Chris Hemsworth. He is incredible. Oh gee, I just had a thought. If you have Valkyrie who chooses who lives and dies on the battlefield, and you have the goddess of death. Ooh, I have a feeling one of our big hitters is gonna die in this film. Gee, that would be a bit worrying. I think it's a missed opportunity if they don't take this chance to kill one of their big players off. I know! Don't hate me! And I think having Valkyrie there to take that character to the afterlife, it would be such a beautiful scene! Thinking more about the characters, it could even be Heimdall. I mean, Heimdall is loved enough that if he was to die and he was taken away by Valkyrie, that would be quite impacting and quite powerful. It wouldn't be one of the big hitters. Definitely be the tear down, but still. If Heimdall died and Valkyrie carried him off to, you know, the afterlife, I think that would be powerful. Needless to say, I don't know if that's actually what Valkyrie does in the comics. That's just what the Norse mythology has. Speaking of Heimdall, there's a theory going around that he has the last Infinity Stone. So people are saying that Heimdall has the Infinity Stone because when he wore his armor in the second film, he had an orange stone in the center of his breastplate, and that was reflected in his eyes. And we know that these stones have magical / scientific properties that could cause these different things and perhaps give Heimdall the power of sight. Furthering this, we see in Thor's crazy spa hallucination scene that Heimdall addresses Thor, and Heimdall's not wearing his armor, and his eyes are pure white. So you gotta wonder, where does Heimdall's power come from? Is it just because he is some sort of god? Is it because he's Asgardian? Or is it because of an Infinity Stone in the middle of his breastplate? There is also the theory that the stone is in Wakanda for the Black Panther film, and that also makes sense because it kind of balances it out a bit and spreads the stones about in the films. Either way, Marvel is charging to a huge finale with the Infinity War films. It's going to be huge, especially with Ms. Marvel on the books, and then we have a wonderful Black Panther film, all heading to, well, probably Captain America's death. So what are your thoughts on the third trailer for Thor Ragnarok? Do you think that a character is going to die? And do you think Squirrel Girl would beat the Hulk in a battle? Thanks again for watching. My name is Brittany, and you have been watching Brit Girl.